people living along the rivers of West Africa. The river is like the community center of the village, and people get infected by schistosomiasis from standing in shallow water doing their daily household chores. Schistosomiasis is a water parasite. 240 million people are infected every year. Of those, 200,000 die. I am a program designer. I was working for the UN Global Fund and USAID. My daughter was a student at UC Santa Barbara, and she suggested that I come and audit a course that Armin Kurz was teaching. My daughter said, well, you know, he has a cure for schistosomiasis. And I thought that seems highly unlikely, but okay, let's hear what it is. He told me about this approach not to treat the human body at all, but of using the predator of the snail that carries schisto, the native prawn, to get rid of the disease. When I first heard about the approach, I thought it was fantastic. I knew that I could implement it. This was just such a great idea that it was just stop, do it. The project is called Projet Crevette. What we're doing in Senegal is we're restoring the natural prawn to tip the scale and make people healthy. The work that I was doing with USAID, there was a tremendous focus on sustainability. That always troubled me a little bit because there never was a really good solution. When I met Armand, I knew it was sustainable because people eat prawns and they can sell prawns. So that would perpetuate the health benefit long after we leave. I had this moment of clairvoyance. I just saw it, knew it, I knew how it was going to unroll, and I knew that I could do it. My name's Elizabeth Huttinger, and this is my encore.
Incredible, the film that they made with the resources that we had to make it with. I find this group an absolutely awesome group of people to be part of. And because we have very diverse experiences, I also have been thinking about what is it that we have in common. There are a few things. I think the first thing is a very strong sense of social justice. I think that each one of us is committed to helping people live up to their full potential. It also takes confidence in a big idea, a lot of confidence. It takes vision. In my case, I knew that I could make that happen. I knew we could restore the prawn. I knew that that would solve the health problem because the scientific proof existed. I knew that it was sustainable because the prawn is a fishery that can put revenue in the pockets of the rural poor. And that's what makes it sustainable. So I saw the steps to make it work. I saw that we could design aquaculture in a way that could make transformational change in people's health that would endure long past my participation, long past the grants that led us into the field in the first place. It also takes wisdom. I knew from my experience that nothing would happen through traditional channels because the scientific evidence had been sitting on a library shelf for more than 10 years. It was published, and that was the goal. It also takes a real desire to make change happen. Encore careers are about tackling big problems and having a big impact. They're about making the world a fairer place to live in. I think all of us have chose to address problems which prove that the good guy or doing the right thing wins in the end. I think that's a very big part of the Encore message. We actually have a very hopeful outlook for the future. I want to thank the John Templeton Foundation, the Atlantic Philanthropies, and Symetra for supporting us. Thank you to all of you who support creative ideas and new beginnings whenever they occur. your work and your support will enable many more people like me to make a contribution. It's not easy. It took me 3 years to get the funding to start this project. Maybe that doesn't seem like a long time, but it seemed like a long time to me. But I think more than anything else, it's important, and I think all of us have the same feeling. It is an incredible pleasure and an honor and a privilege to be part of the lives of the people that we're helping.